Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome to the Audio Master Show. Oh, as always, it is a pleasure to have you guys on. Thank you so much for joining in. I wanted to tell you some great news, man. So I've been reaching out to some old friends and some new friends, and what we got going on here with the Facebook page is if you go to groups and you don't know how to find me, you can go to groups on your Facebook and type in Audio Master and you can find me. Join the group because people are posting their music, engineers are joining in and watching, people are commenting, people are participating. And that's what this is all about, is creating a network to where we're all linked together, man, and we can share our stuff. Ah, and learn from one another, man, and actually get other people involved. And it's just a beautiful thing, man, when you can see that happen. I know I'm always doing a lot of PR work at the gym and trying to get people to participate, and you'd be amazed just by reaching out to other people, encouraging other people to do what they love, to and how much people come together and they just that's what they need. That's what people need is encouragement, man. Ah, it seems like we're all lacking that, right? And with just a little bit of push and a little bit of push, man, it gets us all in there and start participating. It becomes easier to participate, and in fact, it becomes contagious, and we don't want to stop being a part of what's going on. So I reached out to an old friend of mine, Brett. He's just texting me right here, and I hope you're watching the show right now, Brett. But I can't answer your message, man. But anyway, he played some. I knew he played drums, and he's been playing drums for some time, for a long time, as long as I've known him. But we he would come over from time to time, and we would we'd sit around and play our guitars and play all those Poison songs and I won't forget you, babe, and all that stuff back in the 80s, man. And I had some great times with him. And it's just I'm so glad that he's joined the Audio Master on Facebook, the group. And so anyway, I want to reach out to each and every one of you. It doesn't matter where you're from, what city you live in, New York, California, Florida. It doesn't matter where you're at, man. If you're a musician, if you're an engineer, if you like recording and mixing and mastering and doing all that stuff, there's so much beauty in it all, right? And here's the thing about the music industry and being an artist or a mixing engineer, you never stop learning, man. And you continue and continue and continue to grow, and you just get better and better and better as time goes on. And so that's why I love encouraging people to just just to encourage others and to that's all they need is just a little push sometimes, man. And you'd be surprised at what you can get people what out of people, how how talented they are, man. So it was great seeing you on tonight, posted tonight, Brett. I appreciate you coming in, man. And I know you only had one mic. I could tell you only had one mic on the drum set, one overhead, because we used to do that in our jam sessions. And we'd put a 58 over your head, man, and just mic the whole kit. And that's what I was hearing. I was hearing a 57 or a 58 over the whole kit. Um, but anyway, I could be wrong. But but it'd be nice, man, to mic up your drums and do with a big kit that you have like that. What's so nice is when you do those drum rows and whatever, when you go from right to left, it'd be nice to have two overheads and then over the kit, and then possibly a nice, beautiful stereo condenser of some sort in the middle, you know, uh, in the middle of the kit, and then one on the kick, and then everything else mic'd, man. That way, when you do those rolls and whatnot, you can actually really do some cool stuff with panning and get that where it starts here, and it pans from one side to the other. And so there's a lot of tricks that you can do with full kits like that. That's super super cool, and get some of those retro drums happening the way they did things back in the 80s, man. Seems like I read this one article one time in Mix Magazine in 90s, and they were talking about I mean, dude, they had at least I would say 50 mics minimal on that kit, man. One on the top or two on the top, one on the bottom of every tom, floor tom, two kick drums. They had room mics, mid range, and then backup. It's crazy all the mics that you can put on a kit, and just spend hours and hours and hours as an engineer just tweaking and seeing what sounds good as a whole. And so it's really, really interesting that you can do something full blown with a big kit, or you can just narrow it down just to a very, very small kit, like the drum setup Nirvana had, just one tom. And I don't know, did they have a floor tom, one floor tom, real basic kit, and do some great miking with very few mics. So you can do some really cool stuff with few mics, and you can do some really cool stuff with a ton of mics. That's the beauty of recording, man. Is just is you're unlimited of what you can do and what you can think of to get creative, man. Because it's really an art, isn't it, y'all? Everything that we do is in the music, and as far as recording and playing guitar and mixing and mastering, and just playing with other musicians, artists. I mean, it really is an art form to it, right? It's really, really cool is when you get other musicians involved and you're playing jazz stuff or whatever, and y'all are ad-libbing stuff. In other words, one guy might start a riff, and then the other guy kicks in and does something on top of that, and then everybody just feeds off one another. And that's the beauty of writing music like that. As it's just it's a vibe thing that's going on. I know that we didn't play jazz in my band. I had a few bands back years ago, but we never played any jazz stuff. We just but we would ad lib stuff, and the drummer would start playing some stuff, and the bass player would actually kick in and get a groove doing something, and then I would kick in over that, and we would just jam and let that track, let that reel to reel just go for hours, man. And we would just record, and I still have some of those old tapes, man, that we dumped down on cassette tape of our bands. And you'd be surprised the stuff that we did that it still surprises me. Wow, we did that, because you forget about that stuff. You're having a good time, and you're free form and everything, and you're playing with your friends, and so it's good to record. It's always good to record and hit that record button, because you never know what's going to inspire you, right? So anyway, the channel's growing. The YouTube channel's growing. I'm getting a lot of support. I'm getting a lot of people that are messaging me, and it's really, really cool thing. And so here's the thing about my channel: it doesn't matter where you are in your walk with a musician. What's a going on? Nazario, what's a going on, man? How are you tonight? I appreciate you joining in and rocking and rolling, man. I was telling everybody how more and more people are participating and joining along, and it's just a really cool channel. And without you guys and your support, man, it just makes it great that you guys are hanging out and participating, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Listening while driving. Oh, wow, you driving? Wow, awesome, man. That's too cool, man. That's really, really cool. Well, be careful, man, in that city, man. You know how it is, man. People are, I don't know, they can kind of get crazy, man. And some are going fast, really, really fast, and some are going really, really slow. And sometimes it's kind of hard to get in the middle and and drive along with everybody. But I was talking tonight how it really is kind of cool to ad lib stuff and get a band together and get a few people playing and hit that record button, because you never know what you're going to come up with, and it's always good to listen back to see what you did. To it might create a spark as to writing a new song. So It's all about the music, it's all about the songs, and that's what we all strive to do is to, be better musicians, better listeners and recording engineers, and get better at mixing, because we want to get better at our mixing so that we can compete with the big guys out there, right? But I was also mentioning it doesn't matter. It feels great to be a part of something big at an early stage. Oh, well, thank you, man. See, you have a vision like me, Nazario. Man, I feel like this channel is just gonna blow up, man. And I always like here's my deal, man. And you're probably me and you are probably a lot alike in this area. I always root for the underdog. I always root for if there's a team or something and everybody's gonna want that team to win because they've been winning every year or whatever. I always want the guy that's never won to win. I mean, why not? Oh, I appreciate that. So, you and I see eye to eye on that, man, because I'm the same way, man. I feel like the channel is really gonna blow up and it's gonna do really, really good. And you know what? All the friends that we're gonna meet on the channel, right, Nazario? I mean, we're gonna meet other people, not just you and I become friends, but we're going to meet other people that love to do what we do that can inspire us too, man. So wow, isn't that great? Isn't it just great that we have a platform that we can get on here and talk to people all over the place and other engineers and people that just enjoy what you and I have been enjoying for many, many years. And isn't that just a beautiful thing, man? And so that's what this channel is about, is encouraging people to just, oh man, do what you love and your passion, man. Do what you love. I'm trying to get close. I'm trying to get close and read this. My songwriting methods. Start a song, don't finish it. Finish it another day. It gets creative, juices flowing for the next song. Yeah, no kidding, man. Right? I do that too. And here's the thing with I mean, I've got a lot of music out there. I really do. And I don't want to post it on the group channel all about me, you know. And so I got plenty of songs to post, man, Nazario, but I haven't. And here's the thing, in all different styles too, man. I got a little country stuff and I have a little folk stuff and I have just a lot of different genre styles, but I don't want it to be all about me, dude. So I've been kind of leaving it open, inviting my friends and other people to play because I just want to encourage and get everybody involved in this, man. And it all work out in the end. Everything's going to work out. And so I don't like want to it to be all about me. I want it to be about y'all. I want it to be about you guys and us together as a whole. Here's the thing, man. Two are stronger than one, and three is stronger than two. And don't we want it to be like that, man? I mean, I do. I don't want it to be all about me, although I have a lot I can bring to the table, but so do y'all. So isn't that a beautiful thing, man? And I'm interested. I can't wait till you get your studio set up, Nazario. I really can't wait for that. That's gonna be cool. And you know what? We're gonna have to do some live stuff, man. When you're putting up your treatment in your walls, that'll be a great subject that we can do live. You and I can get you on Be Live, and you can have it, everything prepped and ready to go up on the walls, and then you can do the clap test, as you're putting the stuff up, and we can be letting everybody see that and encouraging other people to treat their room before they get started with a bunch of frustration trying to get their mixes right. But yeah, man, that's a great idea. Why don't we do that? And so I can't wait till you get your studio set up and you start putting some tracks down, man. I've got some stuff. I've been waiting on some gear to get in, and I've been doing the videos, and I'm as you know, Nazari, I've been staying busy too, man. You have with the move and all, and I've been doing my classes. I've been staying on schedule, man. I've been staying on everything, trying to get myself right, physically, so that I can stay mentally healthy and all that other good stuff that comes along with eating right and exercising and all that other stuff. But anyway, clapping and mirrors. What? Clapping and mirrors? What's that about, man? Okay, we'll do clapping and we'll do mirrors, and that's how we'll film it and we'll get it across to everybody so they can see what's going on and and watch it in real time and hang out with us, man. Won't that be great, man? I love it. I love it. I'm glad you joined tonight. I really didn't think you were going to join in, man. You said you were busy, and I was like, "Oh man, I know. I understand, man. I know how it is, man. It's hard to be at two places at one time. It's hard to juggle stuff. But here's the thing, man. Some people are really better at multitasking than other people, and at times I can multitask pretty good, but other times, man, I'm like a one thing pony, dude. For sound treatment. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sound treatment. When you get your sound treatment in and you get all that stuff in, let's let's do a video on that. Mine's already up and everything, but let's do a video on yours, man. You can get a camera in there and you can join me on Be Live. We can split the screen. Heck, we can even get Dennis involved and get Dennis in the picture too if he wants to join us. But what we could do, man, is we can film that and you can show everybody what we're doing, man, right here on the show, man. I think it'd be great, dude. And encourage other people to get their room sounding right because, man, I'm telling you, that stuff, it's the real deal. And you know what? Here's the thing. Somebody I'd mentioned this to in another video. Think of all the restaurants out there that you go into that's so loud you can't enjoy your company when they're right across from you at the table. And the food can be excellent, but if the sound in the room, if the high ceilings and everything, the bad reflections and the buildup of people talking and spoons and things dropping, and you can hear all this in the room, and it makes the conversation with the person that you're with not too pleasant. But I guarantee you, man, if somebody went driving around and was a sales rep for one of these big companies that does the studio acoustics, and they sold this because it looks good, man. It doesn't matter what kind, if you're in a church or if you're in a, it doesn't matter. It looks great on the walls, and they've got it in different colors. They got it in white, gray, black, red, all these different colors to match your outfit, the room. And here's the plus about it all: it's fire retardant. So why wouldn't somebody, a restaurant owner, want that in their restaurant? Somebody'd make a killing, man. Open up a business and do that. But anyway, I wanted to share that idea with you. Uh, yeah, man, I'm excited for you, man. I am. I didn't think you were going to join in, but when you do get the treatment in, let's do a show on that. And it's really kind of neat. I did want to say that. So the show is really about, you know, um, mixing, mastering, recording tips, all that other stuff, all the good stuff that comes along with that, and we're all going to learn a lot off of each other. And that's what's cool about this show is we don't all know it all. We'll never know it all. We might think we do just because we're sitting in a high chair or, we've been paid a lot of money to do what we do, but still we can, our minds will continue to think and always learn until it's our last breath. So, keep that in mind. Um, but I wanted to say that this channel basically, and also the Audio Master channel on Facebook, is for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner guitar player, if you're a beginner songwriter, if you're just a soloist and you want to just sing a cappella or whatever. It doesn't matter. Um, it's for everybody to join in, man. Yes, for everybody to join in and everybody to participate. And here's the thing: on my channel and on my Facebook, I'm trying to see what you're saying here. I looked into acoustic engineering. It's expensive to be formally trained. I bet it is. But you know what, man? I bet you can do it. And here's the thing with some of those big companies, Nazario, you can get them to help you. So, in other words, you can buy from them and probably at a wholesale price. Okay, tell them what you're doing. Um, get licensed to do. Get DBA'd. In other words, to open up a business, a company, and send that information to the company and just do a little PR and with them and say, look, this is what I want to do. I want to support you. I want to support our community, and I want to help. It's going to be a win-win situation for everybody. And I'm going to go talk to these people, and I feel like that I can get some sales. So if you can give me a better price than list price, then that way, there'll be a little room in the middle for me to make some money, and I can make some money with the guys and doing the installs. And here's the thing, man, you're going to tell them what size the room is, um, the dimensions and everything. Even I'm sure they can guide you as to getting the amount of treatment that you're going to need in that room. There might need to be some other things taking place that you might need to do. But now they've got these microphones these days, and you can do pretty much snapshots of anything. And so I just feel like a bigger company could help out. And, here's the thing, man, it'd be a win win situation for everybody, man. Even the client, even the customers. So the customers win because it's a better environment for people to go and enjoy their meal. I thought about that too, man. So me and you're thinking along the same lines there. Um, but yeah, man, it's a really, really cool thing for everybody to join in, no matter where you are in your walk with the music. Um, it's for everybody, and that's what's cool about this channel is nobody's going to be left out. Everybody's going to be able to participate, and everybody's going to be able to put in their 2 cents and join along, as long as there's no bashing somebody or you know or whatever. We don't want that on this channel. We don't want nobody bashing, and we don't want anybody bashing anyone else on anything, because we're here to encourage and we're here to uplift one another, because we don't know what people are struggling with, man. We just don't know, and so we always want to encourage them. We don't know what they're going through in their life, right? I mean, so I always try to encourage somebody, even if they look down or whatever. I'm always doing that, man, because don't you want somebody to do that for you if you're going through some hard times? If you're having some hard times, don't you want somebody to say, hey, man, you're not the only one, and I'm here. I'm here for you, man. If you really need somebody to talk to. I mean, don't you? I do. But anyway, thank you guys for joining in tonight, man. Especially you, Nazaria. I appreciate you joining with me. As always, I do. Keep a lookout for that Audio Master shirt, man. You're gonna be getting one. I'm excited for you. I sent you a large, dude. You're going to enjoy the large. This is a large. It fits me fine. It's comfortable. And keep in mind it stretches good. And here's the thing, you're going to love the way the material feels. It actually feels like I bought this shirt at a high end place like Macy's or Dillard's or someplace like that. It just, the material just, it's top notch stuff, man. It's not just a t-shirt. And you're gonna love it, dude. I'm excited. Let me know. Let me know when you get it, dude. But anyway, yeah, we got a lot of great things going on here at Audio Master. As always, our Trib Studios, man. Join the Audio Master group on Facebook. Please do that, man. Even if you don't subscribe to this channel, I'd like you to. And but if you don't, do the group and on the Facebook and send your stuff in, because other people around the world are going to be watching it and watching your talents and sharing their information with you. And it's just a way that we can all connect and be do some great networking, man. Like I say, you never know. And I appreciate you, Brett, tonight putting in those drum solos and whatnot. Man, that was awesome, dude. I'd really like to mic those drums up in a professional studio and see what kind of sounds we could get out of that, dude. Maybe we could get some John Bonham stuff going on, man. I wanted to say, you mic that drum kit with one overhead, and I wanted to say that some of my best recordings of drums were done with three microphones, and it was insane. It was a big kit. It was a fairly small room. It wasn't too big. I would say probably, I don't know, was standard 12 by 12 or 12 by 13. Anywhere, somewhere around there. I had one ribbon mic, the R84 ribbon mic, and then I had by AEA, and I had it in the room, just pretty much, I would say about 4 to 5 feet up in the air, and about 4 feet or 5 feet back from the kit, facing the kit. And then I had one a D12 on the kick drum, and then I had, I want to say, a 57 on the snare, on the top side of the snare. um, and man, I'm telling you, man, those drums sounded like we were listening John Bonham playing. It was insane how beautiful it sounded. Now the room was treated, and it sounded, everything was perfect in this room, my old room. It sounded perfect in there. And anyway, so the drummer was really, really good. He was probably one of the best drummers here in this town locally. And he had come over. I invited him over to the studio, and he was in the studio, and just he's been playing. I don't know. I want to say he's my brother's age, so he's, let's see, he's 3 years, 3 or 4 years older than me. But I remember him being in high school playing drums. He could rip it up and tear it up back then, and so he's been playing all these years. He's just a master at it. But anyway, he was in the studio, and he was playing on some tamas that I had in there. It was an older set of tamas, and he was just tearing that thing up and doing all these rolls and stuff, and it just sounded so good with just very few little mics, man. But I think here's the key, man: that ribbon mic. Ribbon mics on drums are just essential, man. You got to have ribbon mics on drums, and they're powerhouses, man. They really know how to tame the that harshness out of the kit, and smooth those harsh edges, and round it off. And uh and that's what's the beauty of the using ribbon mics. Elbow cough. Okay. Elbow cough. Okay, man. Anyway, I'm gonna have to think about that one. But yeah, man, those ribbon mics on drums, you gotta have them. If you don't have ribbon mics and you plan on recording drums, I highly suggest you go out there and get you some ribbon mics for the drum kit. You're gonna love it, man. I know I did some of my best work. So anyway, Josh, he got back to listening to the track that he just recorded, and he could not believe how beautiful it sounded. Ribbon mic on overhead position. Yeah, no kidding, man. I know, I know. Hey, here's the thing. It seems like Nazario, I read an article years ago. I want to say when they recorded Bonham stuff, and they were in this old castle or something somewhere. They were in this old castle, and man, they set up their drums, and they set up. I mean, They had mics at the top of the stairs, at the bottom of the stairs. I want to say they were using Bear Dynamics. I want to say there's a Bear Dynamic. What mic is that? The 80 M80. It may be the Bear Dynamic M80, but it's long, and it's a ribbon mic. It has a nice I would say ice cream cone head on it, on the end of it, nice big round head on it. And they were using those mics, man, on this kit, and doing some phenomenal stuff, man. Uh, I don't know. I love ribbon mics, man. I really do. I wish I had more ribbon mics, but dadgum, man, they're expensive, man. They're not cheap, especially for some good ribbon mics. There are some little clones out there, and MXL ribbon mics you can get. Seems like I had a little MXL, the gold one at one time, um, shaped like the R84, the old school, or the RCA 77. It was shaped like the RCA 77, um, you know, that shape like that. And anyway, and it sounded pretty decent for an MXL ribbon mic. I don't think I spent more than $450 on it or something like that. So it didn't sound too bad. Um, but like I said, I sold tons of mics and I had to sell all my microphones, and it was a very hard time for me to have to do all that, but I had to do it. And I am acquiring my arsenal back. I would like to acquire some more ribbon mics, and Royer makes some nice ribbon mics, and it just seems like Bear Dynamics makes some nice ribbons. And as we know, AEA makes some stunning ribbon microphones. I love my R44 microphone, and I can't wait to put. I've got a horn player, Aaron, that I take my classes with, Nazario, and he is a Marine, and he was like top notch in the marching band and all that stuff, playing trumpet. And so anyway, I've got him. That he's You can look him up. He's on our Facebook group. Check him out. And I talked to him tonight, and he said he's going to post some of his stuff. And he's not in a professional studio or anything. It's just he's doing it on his iPhone. He's playing one part, and then he comes in and plays two other parts to that one part. And he's just really, really good. And I want to get him in here on the studio. And I told him when he's ready to come, I know he's ready on his chops, but if I can get him in here, man, and put that ribbon microphone on him and that RE20, because I was thinking about doing two mics on him, getting the RE20 kind of close, and then backing off the ribbon a little bit because I don't want him to blow the ribbon out. But set it back more as a room mic and just kind of be moving things around for him and me listening, and just find that sweet spot real quick and record him, man. And so yeah, I want to do that for Aaron, and because he's really, really talented, and I want to do that for him. I want to get him in here and do that. I ain't gonna charge him nothing, man. I just want him to come and hang out, and let's get him recorded. There's some people, you just, when you hear them play or you hear them perform, you're just like, oh, we got to, everybody needs to hear this. I was telling the story the other night, Nazario, and I reached out to Tyler today. He's in actually New Orleans today, and then when he leaves New Orleans, he's going to Florida. And I didn't ask him what he was doing. I guess he's just vacation because I know he works a lot. But I mentored Tyler when he was just a kid. I would say a kid. He was 18, um, 18 or 19, something like that. But he came to work for me one summer, and I worked him. I was installing a bunch of nice, beautiful koi ponds at the time, and he was actually running the shop. And but I would come into the shop, and his tempo was off, and I got him playing to a metronome. And so that was one thing that I had him working on when we weren't busy. This is your job here. You play to that metronome, man. And I'd come back in, and he'd be playing that to that metronome. So I worked on his timing, and we got that fixed, no problem. And then, but the guy had a voice that was insanely beautiful, man. I mean, just open his mouth and just it resonates for miles, man. And it's part body that he resonates with, and he uses body, and then he also uses head voice, where you can stand behind the guy when he's singing, and it almost sounds like it's coming out of the back of his head, man. So he knows how to you know do both and do that transformation without any slips, man. He's just a great singer. But anyway, I met Tyler years ago, and we worked on his songwriting, and we worked on structure, and we worked on tags and springboard lines and things like that. So I taught him all this stuff that he didn't know. I don't even think he knew what a bridge was. um but man, now the guy is an adult, and he's doing some great stuff. He has some albums out. He has some great stuff that he's been with other bands, and he sings, he plays guitar. I'm so proud of this guy, man. I really, really am. So I hit him up today. I texted him. I said, "Man, please put some stuff on my Facebook group page, man." And he said, I don't have any. I'm out of town." But so anyway, I know he does. And when he gets back in from Florida, I'm gonna do a live interview with Tyler. I'm gonna get Tyler on Be Live, and I'm gonna interview him, man. And he is gonna probably play something live for us. I'm gonna tell him to play something live for us if he don't have anything recorded. I know he does, and it's all beautiful, man. And y'all are gonna flip out when you hear this guy, man. He is just phenomenal. I'm so proud that I was there and watched this kid grow up, man. And now he's just killing it. And that so isn't that a beautiful thing when we can be and watch that happen? There's no greater pleasure than that, man. Nazario, I hope you make it home okay. I hope you're still listening to the show. And as always, I do be looking out for that shirt, and it will come in. I think I just sent it regular mail, but I did send you the tracking number so you can track that shirt coming in. Audio Master. Everybody wants an Audio Master T-shirt, man. We're gonna be doing some drawings on for the rest of them. So hit that subscribe button, slam that bell, and type down there as to why you would like to have an Audio Master T-shirt and why wouldn't you, man? And we'll get you in a drawing, man, and try to give these things out because really it's a promotional thing, and I just want you to be a part of the show more than anything, you know. So we appreciate you here at our Trip Studio Audio Master. And for those of you who haven't posted on the group page, I did send you guys a post today, and we're gonna get everybody to participate. And we're gonna go. Here's the thing about when people start participating. When people start participating, for some reason, it just makes other people feel more comfortable that they can participate now. It's like I don't know what it is. It's kind of like you drop a little food in the water, a little fish food in the water in your aquarium or whatever, and then they'll kind of like look at it for a while, and then want to come up there and eat it, and then after that one eats it, then the rest of them just bombard it, and it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? It's kind of like so when one person participates, then okay, oh well, since they made a comment, then I guess I can, and then everybody starts participating, and it's a neat thing. I love it. But thank you guys again for joining in tonight. Tomorrow night I'm gonna have a little more prepared for you guys. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna talk about, but we're gonna talk about something fun. And hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be coming in around 8 o'clock, between 8:30, I'd say tomorrow evening, and join along with me. Hit that subscribe, slam that bell out of the park, get your grand slam, and we will see you tomorrow.